Kickstory Podcast, goatee.
Bobby Kicks back.
Bobby Kicks in the mix.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, my man?
Oof. We got a box here. You know what that means.
Unboxing season. But it's coming from me this time.
Yes, finally. Yes.
All right, cool. I can get my little unboxing mojo on. Bobby Kicks, this is another non-surprise.
Non-surprise unboxing, right?
Okay.
We know what this is, but we haven't seen these on hand. They're fairly new release.
I mean, by the time we air this episode, it'll probably be a month or two.
Yeah.
Right? So, but these are the Air Tech Challenge 2.
Nice.
AKA Andre Agassi.
Andre Agassi.
They did it, I like to call it, they did it Bobby Kick style.
Okay.
Right?
Why do you say that?
Because you all about, when we first met Bobby, it was all about, I like to keep my bottoms clean. If I got icy soles, I ice them out. Like I don't like anything that age. Mm-hmm. But you was always about wearing your kicks. If they dirty, cool, I'm gonna clean them. But you like that age look.
I lean in towards the aging, the natural aging, the nice little patina, and all that. So I embrace it. So yes, I'm a big fan of that. Mm-hmm. But these right here, if you're not familiar with these shoes, the AirTech Challenge 2,
yep.
Nike out of the factory created the aging effect, right?
Yep.
So that's kind of interesting. They kind of cut up to me.
I'm about to say, so it sounds like you was a little ahead of the game when it comes to this. When it comes to this aging situation,
I'm not surprised,
Right. So for me, we got to pop your collar on that.
That's right.
So for me, right, aging is like, okay, when I got the lost and found ones, I was like, okay, cracked leather, little yellow outsole, all right, but I like what they're doing. Is it my preference? No. If they would have gave me crispy white Air Tech Challenge 2s, no aging, I would have been like, yes.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter if they age or not. The silhouette is.
It is. It's a popular silhouette. Right now, this model is gaining a lot of traction.
Yep.
And to my surprise, man, when these released,
yep,
we jumped on the app. We were in Portland when this happened.
It was in Portland.
And it was crazy because I'm not a big person that buys right on the release or even going through apps.
Yeah, I had to teach you how sneakers work.
Yeah, I downloaded it for the first time. Right. I was inputting my information.
Right.
I was taking longer. And I tried to say, all right, I'm gonna try to see if I can win it because the morning of.
Yeah.
You got it.
But listen, I got it. But this is what, there's no rhyme or reason for sneakers. There's no rhyme or reason, right? So I only knew like one other person that won that night, that day. It came out on sneakers, right? I didn't know many people. And I thought, I've heard there's only like 1,000 produced. I don't know. But what I do is I do what I do. I do what I have to do in the sneakers app, and then I close it. I don't even look at it, right? Because I'm just like,
set it and forget it.
Yeah, right. I have the laptop. I have the laptop here.
And we got some other gear right here to really help tell that story. Yeah. We're talking about tennis. We're talking about the AirTech Challenge. We're talking about Andre Agassi. Yeah. I'm celebrating. I have my vintage gear on right now from the late 90s.
Yes.
The shirt that I had as a kid.
I'm about to get you a racket.
So yeah, I'm ready to play some tennis.
For real.
And I love this gear. I love Andre Agassi as well. So I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what this is all about as well, man.
Me too. Here's the thing. I love tennis. I played it a couple of times, right? But I'm not a tennis aficionado.
Okay.
Right. I love Nike. I love Nike Court. Nike Court's logo right here. I have a couple of Nike Court pieces. I love Nike Court. It's something about Nike Court that I just love.
It's sporty. It's classy.
Right.
It's clean. And it's like you can dress it up. You can dress it down. Right. It just looks good, man. I love it.
That's my thing. My thing. Nike Court. Right. So Nike Court tied myself to these beautiful sneakers. Right. But you know what? I mean, what do you want to do? Because we have some prominent sneakers in front of us. I have my laptop here.
A lot of information.
A lot of information that I feel is only right. There are some major Agassi fans.
Yeah.
That we know.
Right. I mean, yes, you're right. I mean, I think the newer generation are not really too familiar with Agassi. We want to do them and everyone a service of like sharing not only the unboxing info, but the legacy that Agassi has left us, right? With where he came from and what he's doing right now with his retros with Nike.
Right.
I'm excited to share that information, our personal experiences as well.
Same.
So let's rock and roll, man.
Yeah. And before I start, I want to give a shout out to our friend, Soul to Soul. To me, he's one of the biggest Agassi tennis aficionados, enthusiasts, and professor. I call him like the professor of Andre Agassi.
Very, very.
So Soul to Soul gave us some really, really, really good details that we have on the computer.
Yeah.
Right? or the Kickstory computer.
Yeah, that's right.
So Soul to Soul, I want to give you some shout outs. Thank you very much for your knowledge, your insight, and we want to just continue to share the Kickstory.
Most definitely. I mean, Soul to Soul and I connected through Instagram,
Right.
through the love of Agassi, because I used to post a lot of my Agassi gear, and he was always commenting because he saw where I was coming from, man. And I was just like very flattered. Years later, full circle, we talked to him. We're really good friends with him. We met, and he tells us so much about his Agassi connection and tennis and all that stuff. So I'm really excited for this one. So this is dedicated to you, man, because I know you wanted these. Yeah. He didn't get them, but
No, he actually got them.
he got them already.
He pulled some strings. He pulled some strings.
Wow.
Soul, and
Okay.
he actually got them.
All right, that's news to
He
me.
actually got them from Kit Malibu.
Ooh,
We had a conversation about that.
Nice.
So I remember that conversation we had. Kit Malibu. He went through loopholes and strings and managers, and he figured it out.
Dude.
So salute.
Heck yeah, I'm glad he got his pair then.
So we have information, but I think it's right now.
Let's unbox this, get our reactions. We know what this is. We want to see on hand how they feel, how they look, and then we go into the info.
Perfect. And just for me, this is my pair. This is my pair. I've had these, never had an OG. I never had the original when they came out, right? And these came out in 1989.
The original release, yes.
Original in these, like 1989. This is a masterpiece by
Tinker Hatfield,
Tinker.
the GOAT.
This is a Tinker design, right? So 89, Tinker. I think Nike tried to bring it back to 1989 with these. So let's see.
Yes, let's check it out.
And I like the boxing, like Bobby, because Bobby,
It came in a box.
It came in a box. I don't need scissors. I don't need a razor blade.
So you can just use your hands.
Use my hand.
Okay.
No. So nice and
Peeling it,
peeling, yeah.
peeling the box. This came from Nike directly.
It's directly from Nike, directly from the sneakers. When I wanted
Sneakers out.
One of the maybe 2 or 3 things I ever wanted in my life is sneakers.
Which is rare. It's like hitting the lotto, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'll hit the lotto more than I do.
Dude, I guess so, man. Like, it's crazy how hard it is to get something from that.
Okay, the first thing I see, Bobby Kicks.
All right.
First thing you're going to see is 1989.
Oh, okay.
1989.
Ooh, they got the special orange box with the little gray diagonal lines there. Nice. Let's pull that out. Pause. Pause. Good job.
Okay.
Yes, sir. All right. Good impression. Good first impression. Love it. Clean box. Orange, the iconic orange top with the diagonal lines.
The diagonal gray line.
Nice.
Right? Bobby, it's time.
I'm loving the box already. So yeah, so far so good.
Let's go.
It's crispy.
Let's go.
It's all you.
Okay.
Crispy clean.
Ooh.
Oh, it's nice and wrapped.
Also want to let you guys know, guys, who you watching this is not the first unboxing. You probably already seen like 15, 20 different people do these unboxings. But Kickstory, we're not about what's happening, what's new. It's about our love and what's in our heart.
Yeah, and the history behind it. Honestly, our personal stories. So there's a lot of depth to these releases, and we want to give that perspective on giving that depth.
Right. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay. Ooh, I like that orange. That orange is popping.
That orange is pop.
That orange is popping. That orange is popping.
You go by the Kicks.
Wow. Okay.
You go by the Kicks.
I'm digging it. Ooh, the leather's soft. It's not like this plasticky feel to it.
Hey now, look. Hey now.
Yes. Okay.
First reactions.
First reactions. This color got my attention right away.
Okay.
The logo, neon pink.
Yeah.
Is that what?
It's supposed to be hot lava.
That's right. The hot lava. Right. Hot
I'm
lava.
gonna put the box right there.
Yes.
Can I tell you the first thing I noticed?
All right.
I like what Nike's doing with when they age, they try to age.
Yeah.
This is not white. The leather is not white. This is like a gray.
It is. You're right.
It's a gray. So even with gray shoelaces,
It's like a tint of
it's
gray.
like a tint. Nike did the same thing with the 2024 Air Jordan Military Blue. The Military Blue Jordan 4s were more gray than white. So this has a look at the laces. Laces look dirty.
Yeah. That's what I noticed. This is kind of like interesting because I know you're all about the crispy white, like polished, nice whites, This one has a little bit, it has a newer, but it kind of has that dusty to it.
It has that dusty. And you know what? For some
You're
reason,
okay with that?
I am okay.
Okay.
I am okay because they did an excellent job with the hot lava.
Yeah, I'm loving that color a lot.
Even the crack appeal of the hot lava.
Yeah.
That cracked appeal is really cool.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a little texture to a little bit.
Here's one of the biggest things that I love. Nike. Absolutely, you're amazing with this. Look at the slope.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Look at the slope.
Slope is better.
The slope is better.
The slope is better.
The slope is not going to come up on you.
True.
The slope is going to be nice and smooth.
And we have a retro to kind of compare to. It's a kumquat colorway.
The kumquat colorway.
But this is a retro. And mine has the natural yellowing. So this is all natural right here. This is organic.
Ahead of your time. Ahead of your time, Bobby Kicks.
So this one does have a different shape too. I have a sheet tree in here, but
Let's see. Yeah.
you see that?
So this one pops up a little bit. This one comes
Yeah, it's
down.
thinner.
Oh,
It's thinner.
okay, it's thinner.
Yeah,
Nice.
for sure.
But
So
hey, look, the aging.
the aging right is happening. So
Right.
they use my shoe to kind of model this. Not really, but
That's what you're going with?
Yeah.
Listen. You got little yellow laces going
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that was OG, but you got white Bobby Kicks. I see your vision.
I see it.
I see your vision. But yeah, they did a good job. They trimmed this down.
Yeah.
Make it OG. Right. The detailing, I love the gray laces. It's like a beige gray lace that they have. They really nailed it in the coffin with the logo. This
Love
is the
that
original logo.
Yeah.
Right?
Tech Challenge.
With the font.
Tech.
Right?
Actually, did the original logo have Tech Challenge
I don't think so.
underneath? Okay.
I don't think so.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Look at the heel area. Good job in the Nike.
Tumble leather.
Like tumble leather.
Yeah.
Right? Look at the pattern.
The padding feels pretty good right here on the ankle right here.
It's
on the
a
back.
little thin, but the OGs are thin.
Okay.
The OGs are thin. They weren't that puffy. Like, look, this is puffy. Feel that.
You know what? Yeah, I think you're right. This is puffy.
That's puffy.
This is puffy, but not as puffy.
Not as puffy.
And you know what? Yeah, there are some differences between this.
They played really. Yeah,
This is more of a corduroy
it's more of a corduroy.
pattern. This one's a little bit different. This is more like, I don't know. I mean, what do you call that?
It's
More like netted.
It's like netted, like because it's like
cross. Yeah, it's like boxy.
has
This one's all
boxes.
straight like corduroys.
Correct.
Interesting. I don't know if that's an OG feature, but that's something I have to look into a little
Look,
more.
I can't say enough about the shape. Bobby Kings, I can't say enough about the shape.
I know you're a big detail guy, so
Details. Look, the even got the hump. Look at the hump.
oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. The back, with the way it kind of like
Fat butt, but that's fat butt.
yeah, that booty. Yeah, that booty looks good.
Right?
It's crazy because I remember seeing people talk about this online about that booty right there.
Yeah.
And they were like pointing that out how it just like, which is like the OG feature.
Great detail. Also, another detail, the last retro that they done. Also, I don't mind the age.
Okay.
It actually fits. It actually fits the bill, right? But what they did, I love attention to details, detail police. So the last retro, the eyeless was gray.
Was it?
It was gray, and everybody caught a fit. I remember, I caught it. I'm like, why is it gray? It's supposed to be white. So they went back to the roots. Made it white. Little things like that really, really capture the essence of this 1989 shooting 2000.
Very, very cool. Tinker Hatfield design, like we said before.
Yes.
And another thing that we noticed too is the wings or the ears or however you want to call it.
Wings era.
His wings era, right? And this is his signature move when it comes to like his designs, right? So the
Yeah.
Jordan 4 had the wings.
Jordan 4 had wings. There were other models that had wings as well, but the two that stood out from Tinker Design in 1989 specifically was the Air Tech Challenge 2 and the Jordan 4.
And these came out in 1989 as well. So same year, same aesthetic. Clear, the exposed air.
Yep.
And the other cool little detail behind this, for those that don't know, the Air Yeezys, when he was with Nike, he borrowed a lot of features from the Air Tech Challenge.
So this is the exact bottoms of the Air Yeezy 2.
Right, exactly right.
The Air Yeezy 1 had the Air Jordan 3 bottom.
True.
Or the Air Flight 89, whatever you want to say, the same bottom.
Okay.
But the Air Yeezy 2 was exactly this. So I can see people that still have the Air Yeezy 2 that maybe crumbled, maybe want to use some of these.
True.
Right?
To restore them.
Flare, put a flare in them. But Air Yeezy 2 is just the Air Yeezy 2 out.
But that being said, like when you go back into the archives to borrow some of those design aesthetics, you're doing something right.
100%.
So obviously Kanye
100%.
saw some really cool significance with this model to borrow those, those things. And the Air Yeezys from Nike are very popular. I mean, they're rare, and they carry a lot of the designs from other shoes like this one here to make that shoe possible. So there you go.
I'm also getting my Bobby Kicks mold. Look at the traction. So think about,
I'm loving this color, dude.
Right.
This is a 90s pop color. This is like, Saved by the Bell surfer t-shirt.
This is the Zax.
This is Zach color. That's a Zach color.
This is Zach Morris.
Zach Morris Saved by the Bell color.
Right,
That's awesome. It is grippy.
From a functioning standpoint, and I know you're all about function, look at the grip that it will do on a tennis court.
Dude, this is grip right away. Good grip. Yeah.
Right.
Like that a lot.
And then the design aesthetic, right? Like look how the hot lava neon paint, how it flows up into the midsole.
Yeah. It kind of
and it gives you a nice little flavor.
Yeah.
Behind. Yeah.
It looks good. Yeah. Honestly, that's a 90s staple, man. When these bright colors, you know, the like this splattered,
100%.
you know, like that paint splatter type of thing was very, very big. Like in the elephant print. You got the cement, which, you know, those cool patterns, man.
Safari.
Yeah, 80s and 90s, man, was like introducing some really cool prints. So this is a carryover into that. So yeah.
Now question. So let's go back in time a little bit. Where were you 1989 when these came out?
I was in first grade.
Okay.
I was a young little lad, and I wasn't into shoes yet.
Okay.
I was into RoboCop.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, I got a big gray puffy jacket, and every time I wore that, I always thought I was RoboCop.
Yep.
You know, I used to play, you know, that's my 89 right there. I wasn't really thinking much about, you know, all this stuff.
So for me, 1989, I was influenced by sneakers, right? Because I had older brothers. Right? I had a little cheat code. Right? I had older brothers that were older than me that I already knew what the deal was, and we in Brooklyn, and I just see the vibes. So when these came out, I connect these with the Air Jordan 4. And I could not get the Air Jordan 4. My mother didn't give me, my family did not give me the Air Jordan 4. My brother had the Air Jordan 4. I had the Air Jordan 3 88, but I didn't get the 4, and I was mad about that. But I remember these coming out, and I wasn't ready. I just wasn't ready, right? This speaks rock star too.
True.
Andre Agassi had the long hair.
Right, bright colors, denim.
Right, and so that was a thing, but not in my name.
Yeah.
Right, so I remember I actually got the Flight 89.
Oh, yeah.
I had the Flight 89 in 1989. That was my major sneaker. And I remember I had the white and blue pair. And I remember because I was a little upset that they wasn't the Jordan 4 because the bottoms like the Jordan 4.
Yeah.
Right? The bottoms look like it, but I didn't get the Jordan 4. I don't remember the reason why and whatever. But my brother had it. So I used to, confession, I used to try on your Jordan 4s.
That's where those scuffs came from, huh?
If you don't know this, but when you sleep, I used to put the Air Jordan 4s, 1989. I used to slip them on, and we didn't have cameras back then. I used to just look and imagine that I wore. But that's it. Little. I'm telling you this now. This is an 89 confession. But
what size was he when you were out of?
I was GS. I was grade school, and he's 3 years older than me, so he's probably still grade school. So he was 10, right? He was like 10, 11.
So he was like maybe like size 7,
probably 7 GS.
Okay.
Right, and I just remember wearing the Air Jordan 4s. Like, ooh, I got the Jordan 4s. I used to act like I was going to school with them.
Yeah. That's funny, yeah.
Right? But, confession, my bad, Dean. But these, I remember going to I told you in New York City we have a lot of mom and pops.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I remember seeing the tech challenges. I remember seeing the clothing.
Yes.
Clothing, Bobby K. Just talk about the clothing for these.
You got some denim. You got some spandex underneath the denim. The short shorts, the bright color shirts. I love that stuff. The neon bandanas. So we had a lot of cool gear, and Nike was really great at creating the apparel that matched the shoes. And they were really into a lot of different sports. You know, Reebok was into tennis. Nike was into tennis. Yeah. All these sport brands were really into different types of sports. Right. It was not just one thing like we see today. Right. It's tennis, it's aerobics, it's cross training.
Right.
You know, it's basketball, baseball. It was everything, man. So it was an exciting time to see the clothing and the shoes.
Right.
So this is one good example of like from head to toe. Andre Agassi, like you said before, he was a rock star on the tennis court. He looked the part. He played the part. He wore the, like, all around, dude. Rock star, dude. Rock star.
And you know what's interesting? When I stop and reflect about this shoe in particular, it led us to the moment of the introduction of the tennis Agassi ball. The logo.
Yeah, the flame, the flame ball,
right? Because that started in Air Tech Challenge 3.
So what's interesting, you're right about that. And what's interesting about that logo and that whole, this whole line, technically it wasn't his signature, but he made it popular.
He made
the Tech Challenge line.
You cannot think Tech Challenge, not think Agassi.
Yeah, it became like he owned it. It wasn't his signature, but he owned it, and he really like made it move forward and helped Nike sell the gear, right? Because he looked good on court and people wanted to be that, right? So Tech Challenge wasn't technically his line, but it became his line.
100%.
And you start seeing that evolution in the brand and his own personal brand years later.
And here's the thing: we're blessed, we're lucky because we actually had an intimate moment,
True.
in conversation with the guy who created the Tech Challenge logo, the Flame logo, Tom Andrich.
Tom Andrich in Portland. Yeah, we took the trip over there.
How lucky are we?
It was amazing. Amazing.
And then he also created now. What you have on your head right now, the hat.
I got the late 90s Agassi logo.
That's the late 90s. And how brilliant is that? Because it looks like a tennis ball flame, but it's an A in the shape of an A.
It's just it's simple. I'm a big fan. I'm a big graphic design producer. So I love this design because it's simple, powerful, aggressive,
right,
and it's sporty.
Right.
It has all the elements that I think reflects Andre Agassi. So Tom Andrich, shout out to you. Thank you for sharing your stories with us. Great stuff.
Right. And so Tom Andrich, profound effect with the Agassi logos. Tinker Hatfield created this. I'm going over some other information.
Yep.
On when I search by Soul to Soul in ourselves, but Soul to Soul mentions two specific sneakers that you love as well.
Yes.
We had conversations.
Yes.
We're also blessed again because these two sneakers were created by Wilson Smith. We have personal conversation. He signed things for us. He had conversations in Portland.
Yes.
And it's the Air Blaze and it's the
Nike Air Pounce. So now we're going into the late 90s.
Yes.
Okay. So this is all late 80s, early 90s. Now going to the late 90s with 96, 97, 98.
Right.
Nike Air Pounce.
And I'm sorry, we're going to be going all over the place.
Yes. So, but jumping into the late 90s real quick, we got the Nike Air Pounce and the Nike Air Blaze, two of my favorite as well.
Yep.
Soul to Soul, big Agassi guy, much bigger than I am. But I remember seeing these models back in the day, along with the gear that I'm wearing right now, which is late 90s as well.
Right.
Like this gear, I was lucky enough to get this gear in the late 90s because it was usually on clearance. Right. As a sports authority, no one really thought much about the tennis gear. It was all heavy Jordan and all that stuff. So I was lucky enough to recognize cool apparel and dress it up the way I wanted to. So I used to cross over tennis and basketball together, but I used to see these shoes on display along with all the tennis gear and Foot Lockers and Sports Authority and Just for Feet. The Air Blaze was another great model. It had the Zoom technology. This one has carbon fiber.
And that carbon fiber is sick too.
You had the Volt, color scheme right here. You got this cool designs right here. The air vents, which are all like bubbles.
The A logo.
The A logo right there. The introduction to that A logo as well. Zoom air on the pull tab right here. Right. Just a lot of cool features. Again, these designs are so super iconic to the late 90s.
100%.
And the Air Blaze is very unique in its own way too. It has a lot of cool features. We'll feature, some pictures on that. Wilson Smith, like you said, designed a lot of great, gear for basketball, tennis. So he did a lot of cool models. This is one great model. Right. Nike never retroed these.
Classics.
Never retroed these. We'll see. I doubt.
Real like Nike. That's a unique design.
I doubt it, but I'm lucky enough to have this pair in my collection. Still wearable. I still wore this a couple times. Natural yellowing, still good condition for wearing casually. I don't wear these for anything else.
Right.
But yeah, late 90s was an era for Zoom technology and the introduction to the gear with dry fit.
Right.
So dry fit, technology.
Right.
So I'm wearing some of that gear right now.
That's a 90s. That's a late 90s shirt.
This is a late 90s shirt. So, the introduction of this style, this technology goes back to the mid 90s. Mm-hmm. We have a Nike designer by the name of Devin Burt.
Yeah, Devin Burt. And you can follow Devin Burt on Instagram at DBURT64. At DBURT64. Thanks, Soul to Soul.
Soul to Soul, you have a lot of great information. They help, to really help us out on this. But again, I'm a fan of the gear because it really made up the shoes.
Right.
The colors, the style, and so on. But yeah, he is one of the awesome designers that helped create some really cool pieces with the Agassi line too. So, yeah.
So let's take it back in time a little bit, right? Remember, we're going to go all over the place.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have the Air Tech Challenge 2 if it wasn't for the Air Trainer 1. Mm-hmm. Now, it's associated with Bo Jackson, so cross training, John McEnroe tennis, but this was Agassi kind of first stab with Nike as well.
Exactly right.
Also, this is Detail Police. Agassi, his early days of wearing the Air Tech Challenge 2, he had an Air Trainer 1 bottom, no air bubble. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay.
So Agassi kept, I guess he loved this, and I can't speak for you, Agassi, but
Right.
he started his career, wearing these Air Trainer 1s.
Yes.
Then when he wore the Air Trainer 2s, there's some pictures floating out here with an Air Trainer 1 bottom, no. Yes.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Such a cool model because not only did you see them on the, turf with
Right.
Bo Jackson, you saw it on the tennis, and you saw Jordan wear these.
Yeah.
There's a picture of Jordan where I love this picture. I'm hoping I can find it. He's wearing a blue velour jumpsuit. He's wearing a white cabbie hat,
Right.
and he's wearing these. And he's just casual.
I vaguely remember this.
I love that picture because I had the velour suit. I have a similar velour suit. I don't have these shoes in my collection, but I want to recreate that image. But yeah, so basketball, football, tennis.
It's multi-purpose. And I'm glad you said that because now let's go into how multi-purpose these shoes are.
Yes.
Right? So we got the Air Tech Challenge 4. We talked about the 3 with the vote. Air Tech Challenge 4.
Yep.
Okay. Doing that. But now let's go into, Air Tech Challenge Huarache.
That you're a fan of that?
I'm a Huarache guy.
Huarache.
Right? And Agassi wore those. He had the tennis ball logo. That was his fit. But the Air Tech Challenge Huarache didn't have no logo. It just had the Huarache logo and like air in the back. I had no Agassi tennis ball, but he wore those.
Yeah. Right. Interesting. Okay.
Right? Interesting.
Yeah.
What pictures I saw. I remember that. And then now let's talk about the Air Challenge LWP.
That's a popular model. That's a very popular model.
Wilson Smith.
That's right. Wilson Smith grades this. Again, Wilson Smith did some awesome stuff. I don't know if that was his first model with the tennis line, but I know.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. But that was a popular one. And in our California Love Part 1 episode, Seth had a pristine colorway.
That's true. Yes.
That black and like penny cobalt type colorway. Right?
Yes.
That was a beautiful shoe. Also, but
no, yeah, actually, it was a copper color. It was a black and copper color. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Gotcha. I didn't mean like penny, like.
Oh, penny. No.
Yeah.
Penny
Gotcha.
copper.
Got it.
Same difference, right?
Yes.
But the multifunctional purpose of these. Now we start seeing courts, Agassi's on a basketball court.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
So let's first start off with the air alarm. The air alarm. Gary Fleet was, of course.
The beauty about these tennis shoes, from what I saw, they crossed over.
Right.
It was not just tennis.
Right.
And that's what was so cool about the 90s is that a lot of the gear that we saw it fit like different styles. Like if you're in a basketball, you can wear tennis. If you're in a tennis, you can wear basketball and vice versa. There's so much like versatility, right? Gary Payton wore the air alarms. Beautiful freaking shoes.
And that was a perfect Seattle Supersonics.
Yeah, the green in there, it was perfect. It looked like his signature shoe. Beautiful shoe. The tennis play works out for basketball play.
Right.
The lateral moves, the running. It had a lot of the same tech specifications for both sports. So that's a great engineering for these shoes.
Correct. And then the last kind of one of the most memorable, iconic basketball moments was in an Agassi. The logo Agassi. Agassi. It was the Air Zoom Challenge.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Game 7. John Stockton, buzzer beater. Beat the Houston Rockets. Go to the NBA Finals.
That's crazy.
He's jumping up in the air with the Agassi on.
That's a nice view right there. That's a nice picture. Yeah.
Come on.
That's a good memory.
Right. And in those particular Agassis, the Air Zoom Challenge, that's when Nike I feel like they was like introducing us to like a different way to look at Zoom Air.
Yes.
Okay. Because those came out around the same time that the Air Zoom Flight 96 with Penny Warren Olympics.
With the circles on the bottom.
So they had like a different amount of sneakers, Air Zoom. They had the loose circles on the bottom to mimic this is where the Zoom is located.
Yeah.
And then the heel areas are all like carbon fiber. So that was like
such a nice design. Right. It's just so, I'm telling you, man, the 90s, late 90s, I'll always say this over and over again. They had some really cool design, aesthetics, performance, style, quality materials. They put a lot of energy into creating these pieces, regardless if it was a signature or a takedown. They all had like performance qualities to it. So I miss those times, but that's a great one.
Here's the thing, Bobby, we may be going back into the times of these.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to capture that again. Yeah,
it's giving me 90s.
Yeah.
It's giving me 90s shape.
I would be interested to get these on court with like a tennis player. Hey, give us your reactions to the on court test, in other words. So
now I know you're gonna get these. I know you
have to, man. Like I'm liking this green. I'm sorry, this pink.
This paint, yeah, this paint. And I remember this hot lava. It was bright like this.
Yeah,
like it was
yeah, it's vibrant.
I feel like it dulled down as we got
did.
more retros,
It
right?
did. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So when you get them, are you going to play basketball?
No.
Most functional.
No, I don't. Honestly, I'm not a tennis person. I don't know if I can play basketball on these. I don't know. I don't know.
You can play some basketball.
I could. I can play basketball on anything, man. But whether my knees will keep up with it, that's the question, right?
Right. You know what? It's 2024, so we don't say tennis anymore now, right? What's the new thing now?
Oh, pickleball. That's great. Even Agassi right now is really big on pickleball right now.
Yeah, so this is the pickleball.
That's true. You know what? That's one sport I definitely want to get into. It looks fun. It looks fun for everyone.
So I played pickleball maybe twice.
Okay.
The first time I played for 2.5 hours. I was drenched.
Wow. Good workout.
You would think not, but you move it. You're doing some moves. You're doing some movement. Pickleball's dope.
One other model I wanted to give a shout out to, because this I think is very iconic as well, is the Nike Air Flare.
Come on now.
Nike Air Flare.
Yes.
The Smith.
Yes.
Okay. One of Aaron Cooper's AC, man, one of his favorite.
EQLZ.
And EQLZ, well, a lot of what he's doing there, he got inspiration from this shoe.
Sure.
The cool thing about this wasn't a signature shoe that Agassi, had his name on it, but he made these popular because he won his third Grand Slam title in these. And his gear was awesome. But look at this, the simplicity, aggressive, layers, textures, nice color blocking. In 1994 right here.
Look how it slants right here. Like it's like a curve.
Yeah.
Right. What about that dope colorways they had?
Yes.
I mean, this is a classic.
Yeah, this is a classic.
But they had this with like a black, white, black color scheme. Or even all black look good. This is just a beautiful shoe. But I wonder why they put no logo in. Like,
interesting. They were getting it. They were working towards this. Because again, it was like here, mid 90s, and then late 90s, start getting to this. It's all, exactly right. And one other thing. Hey, Travis Scott, you're not the first one to making the backwards swoosh. Look at that.
You got those right there.
Dennis Rodman. I know he did that as well, which is, but there you go. So it's not a new thing, kids. Here we go.
You're right. Hey, you know what we say? That's Kickstory. Now that's
Kickstory, man.
Now that's Kickstory.
Man, this is great, dude. Great unboxing.
Yes.
Love this. I definitely want to get a pair. Hopefully not for resale, but we'll see what happens.
Yes, Bobby Kicks. I always love doing unboxings, but it hits a little bit different when it's a surprise unboxing.
True.
So let's get back into our roots.
Of course.
And let's get some surprise unboxings going on, because you love the guest. I love the guest. Right. That surprise factor.
But this is great. I learned a lot of stuff from this too. Right. So that was great too. Same. Thank you, Soda Soul.
Yes. Thank you, Soda Soul. Again, salute to you. Thanks for the information, and thanks for everyone tuning in.
Yes.
Right. What is your Agassi kicks?
If you have any.
If you think of Agassi, what's the first sneaker that come to mind? Right? Comment below on our YouTube. Comment on our gram, because we're going to be flooding the gram with some shorts on these.
Most definitely.
Right? And let us know what's your Agassi vibe. What Agassi connects to you? Childhood, adulthood, let us know.
Agassi, if you're watching, please get at us. We want to interview you. I have so many questions for you. I grew up with your gear. I admired it. You had some really cool styles and influence. So
yes, hopefully
you're watching, and thank you for watching if you are watching. But guys, thank you for listening, for watching this episode of Kickstory. Another unboxing. Great information.
Yep.
I'm excited for the next one, man.
I'm excited for the next one. And and Trinidad James, quick segment. Do your homework.
Do your homework. I'm Bobby Kiss, guys.
OT.
See you in the next one.
Peace.
Thank you for watching this episode of Kickstory. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any episodes. And stay connected with us on Instagram and these podcast platforms listed here. We also want to hear from you. So make sure to comment below and give us your thoughts. Thanks again for your support, and we'll see you next time.